There's just something undeniable, isn't there, about those moments in sports? That incredible play, the buzzer beater.
Oh, absolutely. Moments that just stick with you.
Exactly. And they become part of history, right? Shared by everyone. But what if you could, like, actually own a piece of it?
Yeah, not just the memory, but something tangible, something the player touched.
Right. It's a different kind of connection. It really sparks this desire, I think, to get closer to those legends.
It definitely does. That connection is powerful.
So today, we're going to dig into this whole world of authenticated sports memorabilia, really try to unpack, what gives these items their real worth.
And the sheer variety out there, too. It's amazing.
Totally. The variety, how they can be maybe a smart investment, but also just something incredibly cool to own, to display, something prized.
Right. Looks great in the man cave or office.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be looking at this through the lens of MVP breaks, premier authenticated sports memorabilia and trading. That's our source material today.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's unpack this. What is it about, say, a signed jersey or a game-worn helmet? Why do we want to collect that stuff so badly?
Well, I think you touched on it. It's more than just an object, right? It's a connection to a moment, a player, a legacy.
Okay.
But, and this is the crucial part, for that connection, that value, emotional and financial, to actually mean something, legitimacy is everything.
Ah, right. Authenticity.
Authenticity, yeah. It's fascinating how central that is. Before things got really buttoned up with authentication, it was, well, kind of the Wild West sometimes.
The Wild West, like fakes and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Forgeries, things passed off as something they weren't. It hurt people financially, obviously, but it also just damaged trust. Big time.
So it's not just about getting something cool, it's getting the real cool thing. Authentication is the bedrock then.
Precisely. That verification. That's the absolute foundation of its value. Without it, I mean, even all these gloves are just gloves,
It's just leather and thread.
Exactly. But these trusted third-party authenticators, the PSAs, JSAs, Beckett's of the world, they've developed really rigorous methods.
Rigorous how? What do they actually do?
Well, it's pretty involved. They use forensic analysis on signatures, looking at the strokes, the pressure.
Wow.
Yeah, and they have massive databases of known real examples to compare against, plus security features, holograms, unique serial numbers you can look up online.
Okay, so it's not just a sticker.
Definitely not just a sticker. It means you, the collector, can be 100% confident that what you have is genuine. That's huge.
Peace of mind.
Total peace of mind. And that transforms it from just, merchandise into a verifiable piece of history, something that holds value, tells a real story.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So once you've got that confidence, that rock-solid authenticity, then comes the fun part, right? The chase.
The thrill of the chase, yeah. Finding those amazing items.
And MVP Breaks, they make a pretty big claim here. They say they have the largest collection of authenticated, signed NFL helmets, jerseys, and MLB jerseys, in the whole industry.
That's a bold statement.
It is. So what does that actually mean for a collector? What does that look like?
Well, it speaks to the sheer scale, right? The breadth and depth of what they have available. Think about collectors. Some focus on one team. Some love a whole era, like maybe 80s NFL.
Right. Or maybe just MVPs from one sport.
Exactly. So variety is key. And this is where our source gets really interesting. It doesn't just say variety. It talks about superstar variety.
Ah, okay. So not just random players.
Yeah, no. We're talking Hall of Famers, the legends who define the game, current superstars, guys making headlines right now, and even those really cool, rare throwbacks.
Those are always fun to find. Often valuable too, right? Scarcity.
Definitely. Scarcity plays a big part. And the names they list for their trade block, which we should definitely get into, really show this off.
Okay, like who? Give us some examples.
All right, so for NFL, think Emmitt Smith, all-time rusher.
Legend.
Lawrence Taylor, LT, Eli Manning, Troy Aikman Super Bowl winners, Hall of Famers. Jim Brown, Eric Dickerson, Bo Jackson.
Wow, okay. That's a serious lineup. What about baseball?
Yeah, MLB side too. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Bryce Harper, huge power hitter now. Pete Rose, controversial but undeniably massive talent.
True.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Aaron Judge, the current home run king. And they even say other notables.
So it's not just a couple big names. It's a roster across generations. That's impressive for building out a display, having that kind of range.
Absolutely. Imagine setting that up. It's a collector's dream, really.
And the source is specific, saying no other sports memorabilia box break crew has that kind of variety and merchandise for trade-outs. Let's pause there, box break crew. What's that about for people who are maybe not
Right,
familiar?
good point. So a break is basically when a company gets a sealed case or box of authenticated stuff, could be helmets, jerseys, cars, whatever,
Okay.
and they open it live, usually online. People buy spots in the break, and the items, the hits, get distributed among them. It's a way to access high-end items, potentially for less than buying them outright.
Gotcha. So MVP breaks saying they have the most variety for trade-outs in that context?
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
it's a huge differentiator, yeah. It means it's not just about what you might randomly pull in a break, but also the massive pool of items potentially available through trading later. It speaks to the depth of their whole ecosystem.
Okay, so depth of names, and they also mentioned drops. What are those?
Right, drops. So beyond just the regular flow, they do these scheduled releases drops of exclusive, often limited edition products.
Ah, like limited time offers?
Kinda, yeah.
Right.
Things that create buzz and often sell out fast because they're special. Could be full-size helmets, signed jerseys, mini helmets, which are super popular for display.
Right, easier to fit more of those.
Exactly. And specialty boxes too, maybe with a mix of things. This constant stream keeps things exciting, lets collectors build really diverse, visually awesome collections.
Yeah, you can picture it, like a whole wall of signed jerseys or a shelf with helmets from different teams or eras. It becomes more than just collecting. It's like curating your own sports museum.
Totally. A statement piece, and importantly, potentially a growing asset too.
Right, the investment angle. Which kind of leads us to the next part. What happens after you get that cool item? How do you maximize things?
Good transition. Because the source talks about the breaking experience itself being high energy, professional, thrilling.
Okay.
But yeah, what happens next seems to be where they really innovate.
How so? What's the game changer?
Well, they call it their industry-leading trade block, described as the biggest, most dynamic trade system of its kind.
Trade block. Okay, so like an internal marketplace.
Exactly. But specifically for the authenticated items people get through their breaks, it turns what could be kind of an isolated hobby. You get your item, now what? Into something really interactive.
That makes sense. Sometimes you pull something amazing, but maybe it's not your team or not the player you focus on.
Precisely. That's a common issue. What do you do then? Try to sell it on some general platform. It can be a hassle.
Yeah, dealing with shipping, payments, finding a buyer.
Right. The trade block basically creates this trusted, active community where you can easily connect, negotiate, and trade those hits, the valuable items you pulled.
So it's not just passive listing, it's active trading.
Very active, it seems. It's described as a living ecosystem. The benefits are pretty clear. You pull something that doesn't quite fit. You use the trade block. Trying to complete a set. Need that one last player for your favorite team display? Or maybe you want to trade up, bundle a couple items for something bigger.
Okay, so it gives you options, flexibility.
Tons of flexibility. It helps you maximize the sort of utility and maybe even the financial value of every single break you join. Creates liquidity for your items.
And again, the source emphasizes this is unique. No other break company offers this level of flexibility, customization, and collector-focused tools. That sounds like putting power in the collector's hands.
It really does seem that way. It's not just about the luck of the draw in the break itself. It becomes about how you strategically manage what you get afterwards.
So connecting this back to the investment idea, the trade block helps there too, by making it easier to move items.
Absolutely. When you talk about collectibles as assets, liquidity is key. Having a built-in, trusted place to trade instead of going to external markets with all their potential issues, that's a significant advantage.
Right, less friction.
Less friction, more opportunity to optimize what you hold. It turns maybe pulls into potential strategic moves for your collection's overall value.
And it's not just transactional, right? You mentioned community.
Yeah, that's a big part of it too. Being part of a group built by collectors, for collectors, diehard fans, serious investors, it just enriches the whole experience. Sharing the passion, but with tools to actually build something impressive.
Whether that's for showing off proudly at home or as a, serious long-term asset.
Exactly. Passion meets practicality.
Okay, so let's try to wrap this up. What does this all mean for you listening right now, maybe thinking about getting into this or deepening your collection?
Well, we've hit some key points.
Yeah, first, that authenticity piece. It's absolutely critical. It's the foundation for everything, the value, the history, the trust. Non-negotiable.
Definitely. Then there's the sheer variety. MVP breaks, based on our source,
Mhm.
offers just an incredible range of iconic players. NFL, MLB legends, current stars, something for pretty much every fan.
Which is huge for building a collection you're really passionate about, one that looks amazing on display.
Right. And finally, these innovative tools like the trade block. They change the game from just acquiring stuff to actively managing it, trading, maximizing its value, connecting with other
It
collectors.
makes the hobby more dynamic, more strategic, maybe even more valuable in the long run.
I think so. It adds layers beyond just the initial thrill of the pull.
So, considering all that, the real value, the history locked inside these authenticated items, that deep emotional connection we feel, plus the investment potential. How might collecting sports memorabilia really redefine what a trophy case means for you? Is it just for display? Is it an investment strategy? Or is it just pure, simple passion for the game and its heroes? Maybe it's a mix of all three.